Ryan Hoppy. Ryan Hoppy. Ryan Hoppy.
Happy Hour is live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. This is Happy Hour.
Call the show, 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Yo, what up? What's happening? How are you? Great to hear. This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy. For the next hour, I will be hanging out, telling you how I feel about the news. But I don't want it to just be about me. I don't want the listeners to feel left out. So call me right now, 856-49-HOPPY. That is 856-49-HOPPY. And I will be sure to get to your calls in real time. Tweeting me at Ryan Hoppy Radio and with the Hoppy Radio app. Welcome to 2018. Everybody has apps, so get the Hoppy Radio app, and there's a chat feature there, so you can chat me at any time, so it's not like you're left out. RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com if you're listening on demand. There's always a way to get into contact with me. This is being brought to you by Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA, 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton, 941-812-2560. 941-812-2560. Once again, 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. If you go there and you tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up with a great deal. And it's not just that. I like to think that I work out hard enough. You know, like you like to think that when you go to the gym and you lift and you swim, you think you've had a good workout. You go in the car, you got the adrenaline going. You're like, yeah, that was a good workout. Nope. No workout will ever compare to when you work out with Eric Marshall in Bradenton. I swear to God, when I got there, let's say I'm a cell phone. When I got there, my cell phone was at around 70% if I was a cell phone. Like my battery level for my body was at 70%. Afterwards, I was at 1%. And somehow drinking water charged me up. What I'm saying is they literally took everything out of me and then some. And that is how legit and how good and how talented Eric Marshall is over at Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. The best part is he has trainers there as well, like Ray, who works there as well, who's my dude. And the best part is it's like a group effort. He has classes, and then within the classes, you team up, so it's not like you're left out. Because I've been to another boxer 2 years ago, and it was classes, but it was just him out there teaching you how to box, but he didn't really do a good job of bringing everybody together. That is the complete and utter opposite when you go to Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. He is as legit as it comes. Win or lose, the Mike Count the Punch Out. I'm happy enough to just be getting into shape, and my adrenaline is literally through the roof. I'm very hyper tonight. I'm just happy to be alive. This is also being brought to you by Metro PCS Speedy Link. With over 22 locations in the Bay Area, from Dade City all the way to Sarasota, they will hook you up with a great deal. All right, we have so much to get into. Okay. So, I spoke about this about a month ago. Les Moonves, former CEO of CBS, gets kicked out for all these allegations. Married Julie Chen, who is the host of Big Brother, and she was the host of The Talk. And the thing is this. She maybe married Les Moonves because of his great charm. No. and his great looks. No. I'm not saying that Julie Chen married Les Moonves for his huge net worth and his clout. I'm kind of saying that. Guess what happened to Julie Chen 10 days after CBS fires Les Moonves? Because if Julie Chen was so talented and earned everything by herself, she wouldn't be fired. She's leaving. Well, she's not fired, but she's leaving CBS. If she was so great and she earned everything that she has, she wouldn't be leaving. I am so happy to see the empire of Julie Chen falling to the ground like a sandcastle when rain gets on it. I am so glad to see that this dirty, rotten imbecile who married somebody who is a creep, I'm glad to see her going down. She said, I need to spend more time with my husband and our son. Oh, wow. What a coincidence, Julie Chen, that all of a sudden, when it's been exposed that your husband's a creep, now you want to hang out with him more. If you really cared about him and you really cared about your son, you wouldn't have done the talk in the first place because it's during the day and then you aren't able to spend time with your family and kids. So don't act all of a sudden, Julie Chen, like you're this family person and this is because I want to hang out with my husband and my kids more. No. This is you being forced out and you're leaving on your own because you don't want to have your ego get hurt and get crushed like a glass that's been dropped on the ground and it just breaks everywhere. You don't want to have your ego get crushed by the new management that will come into CBS and fire you. So you're leaving now. So you're making this whole thing of, oh, because I want to spend more time with my husband and my son. Why would you want to spend time with this rich creep that was bothering women? If I'm Julie Chen, maybe it's time to get a divorce. Because we all know that he's a creep. I mean, her net worth is $16 million, but let's see what his net worth is. $700 million. I wonder if they have a prenup. Because if they don't have a prenup, she should just get a divorce and take his money. But if they do have a prenup, then it makes sense why she'd want to be with him because she needs the money. Who's going to want to hire her? It wasn't that she wasn't talented, but it was the whole rumor that when you're married to the president of CBS, you're going to get what you want. Kind of like the whole Chelsea Handler thing at ETV. I'm not saying they slept their way to the top, but it's the rumors you hear. And this proves that Julie Chen had everything because of her husband, because if she was so talented, she wouldn't be leaving. It's ridiculous. Right now, I need to spend more time with them, so I have decided to leave the talk. I know I speak for all hosts when I say thank you for 8 years of friendship and everything you did for the show, said Sarah Gilbert, the co-host. I'm not saying that I would watch the talk every day, and I knew a lot about it, but my mom would watch it, and there was nothing about the show when I would watch the talk where I'm like, oh yeah, they're all friends and everybody just loves each other. Because Julie Chen was the same person who would grill Sharon Osbourne for Ozzy cheating, but all of a sudden, when it came back to her, no talking about it, and then she just leaves the show to be anonymous now. So I never really saw the show and was like, oh my God, I bet everybody on the talk, they're such good friends. Hang out afterwards, go to Chipotle, have team meetings. They do girls' night out. There was never a time that I saw the cast of the talk, and was like, oh man, they're friends. Chelsea chimes in. She goes, your lighting could use some work. It's bleeding the top part of your feed and causing weird shadows on you. Well, here's the thing, honey, is the fact that I don't get to choose the lights in here. The thing is, I don't get to choose how my room looks. It's not like I'm an electrician and I can just go up there and make it look different. They're allowing me to use the rooms after hours, so I'm not complaining. Just saying. It's funny when people critique things that I can't change. They're like, oh, your nose should be smaller, or the lighting in the room shouldn't be as bad. I mean, if you want to just listen to the show and not have the lighting bother you, I'm on Spotify, TuneIn, YouTube, and I have an app. I'm just saying. Here is what else is said. All of us have tremendous appreciation for the dedication and passion she brought to this show every day, and for her generous role as an ambassador for CBS Daytime. We are grateful for her contributions, respect her decision, and wish her nothing but the best. Oh, you know, they couldn't wait to get rid of her. You know, they couldn't wait to kick her out. This is all mumbo jumbo. All of this sounds like pre-released things that they told them to say. It just does not seem genuine. I will always cherish the moments we had, said Chen. Yeah, you dirty, rotten bitch. Like when you were interrogating your co-host, Sharon Osbourne, about her husband that was cheating on her, but then when it came back to you, you didn't say anything about it on TV. Oh, all those genuine moments that were so great on The Talk, a daytime TV show that people watch at home. All the memories. Because everybody from The Talk is able to just write down, oh, that time we had that interview, that was so much fun. Or viewers at home that are watching it talk. You know what my favorite episode was? It was just another talk show. Now listen, I'm doing this podcast for free, so I can't complain. They're worth millions. But Chen is such a raging narcissist where she's like making this about like, oh, because I have to be around my family and it's so hard, but I appreciate all the memories I made with you. No. You're leaving because your husband's a creep and you want to have some integrity and not get fired. That's what it is. Cheryl, thank you for being perfect as a go-to partner for the last 7 years. Oh, my God. We call ourselves the Bookends. And we laughed when we said it. Your wit and timing and humor and compassion is unparalleled. You are incredible. Carrie Ann, I don't know, but in my opinion, you look awful good sitting in a chair. Haha. To Sarah and Sharon, we both have been together since day one on The Talk. I spent every day with you both. I will always treasure our friendship. Like when I talked about your husband cheating on you, but when it came back to me, I didn't want to talk about me. The great parenting advice from you both and memories and laughs. Like when I was grilling you about your husband cheating on you. Mm-hmm. And private jokes, you know, like when I would make fun of you because your husband cheated on you, that the three of us have shared. We are the original Three Musketeers. I love you all. No, you don't. And I know this show and everything will live on for many years. Now listen, it was on for more than half a decade. So I'm not saying that there isn't a legacy with the show, but she's acting like in 20 years, people are going to be thinking about TV shows from back in the day and they're going to be like, oh, man, remember The Talk? And remember that time they interviewed Mike the Situation from Jersey Shore when he was promoting the fact that he's got to clean the life because he's in legal troubles. So all of a sudden he has to act different so that he doesn't go to jail. Oh, that was such a good interview. Or remember that time they had that author on that claims to be a psychic but does it for money? And she gave us advice about how our future was going to be. Oh, that was such great TV. I mean, I love this thing where they're acting like it's a memorable show. Literally, The Talk is like every other daytime talk show of all time. Tell me one thing, people watching Happy Hour or people that are listening via the app. What was the greatest part about The Talk? Tell me. It even has the most generic name. It was like they just wanted to build a TV show that wasn't The View. At least The View is kind of like catchy, but like, oh, what should we call it? We should have a TV show that's like The View, but it's not The View, but it is, but it isn't. And we'll put it on at a different time so we don't have to go against The View because we'll never have a chance of beating The View. So we'll put it on at 1 p.m. Whatever. Let's just call it The Talk. I mean, there's nothing about this show that I go, oh, yeah, the legacy that it's going to leave, everybody is going to just think about it for years to come. She closed by saying, you ladies got this, and I cannot be more proud to call you my friends. I love you. Now, the word love is a word, that you use for people that you genuinely care about. If it's a girlfriend or fiance during the relationship until that relationship ends, that true butterflies you have, or if it's your parents or your best friend that you will do everything for. I don't think those same feelings go with everybody on The Talk. I don't think Sarah Gilbert has the same feelings that she has for her partner that she has for Chen. I don't think she goes home and she's like, oh my God, the warm feelings that Julie Chen gives me. Oh my God, I love her friendship so much when she exploits Sharon Osbourne. Oh, it's so wonderful. So phony. Ridiculous. It's just funny too. Like, I just love when they make it about them because they don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm leaving because I can just get a job somewhere else. No, I can't because I got it because of my CEO husband. I just love how they're trying to act like for some reason that she's doing this all of a sudden because she wants to be more of a mother. What do you think? 856-49-HOPPY. I'm just reading this comment. It's from RJ. He says, it was always on at the gym. I had to watch it because it was on. Gilbert had some good points, but the rest of them were inane. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because Sarah Gilbert's actually very talented. Sarah Gilbert was great on Roseanne, and she can actually say a sentence that is worth listening to. The rest of them are just vapid idiots. I mean, I like Sharon Osbourne, but the rest of them are just kind of there to talk. I mean, I just love this idea that you're trying to act like The Talk is going to be remembered as one of the greatest shows ever. Like when The Simpsons finally go off TV, we're going to all remember the great episodes. When Homer thought that Bart was gay, so he took him to the plant, the factory plant, and he thinks all the guys are going to be macho, and then they're all gay. Or the episode of any of the Treehouse of Horror. Like what I'm saying is there's all these episodes of The Simpsons that you look back on, and you're like, oh yeah, that was a classic moment. Or you look back on like late night TV and you think about like Jay Leno and when he had Hugh Jackman on 20 years ago when he got that hooker and he's like, what were you doing? Or you think about David Letterman and all the wacky bits that he did. All these different shows I'm mentioning, they all left legacies. They all left moments. There's nothing about The Talk where people are going to be like, oh yeah, that moment they did. Oh, it was so great. It's just so funny because Julie Chen would always act like she was so pretty on TV. And then in these pictures when she's walking with Les in public, she has no pride at all. She's got no female swag. But no, because I want to hang out with you more. I wonder what that conversation is like. Because it goes two ways. This is the only way it goes. Either Julie Chen is really dumb and she didn't even have any concept that her husband could be a creep, or she knew about it the whole time and basically was like, well, he's the CEO, so, I can keep a gig, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is now that there's more free time for her to hang out with her husband and kid, I would literally cancel my Spotify and Tidal membership and pay $20 a month to have a security camera and have everybody be able to see the conversations between Chen and Les. Just think about tomorrow when it's going to be the first day since The Talk is off TV. Les Moonves doesn't have a job right now. And they're in the living room and she's like, oh, for the first time in 9 years, I'm not at work. And Les, you groped women. And Timmy has his baseball game later. Like, I just want to hear the conversation between them. Because maybe it's just me, but I kind of think the spark is dead. I don't know. I mean, am I being too harsh? Let me know. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-49-HOPPY. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to let you know. This is being brought to you by Eric Marshall Kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA. 6103 28th Street East. And that's in Bradenton. 941-812-2560. It's 941-812-2560. Tell them I sent you for a great deal. We will be right back on Happy Hour. After this, do not touch that computer mouse, that tablet, however the hell you're listening to my show, known as
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
I'm Louis 2 Live. I'm Dylan.
This is Real EDM.
The Chicago EDM Podcast.
What's up? This is the Chainsmokers.
Armin van Buren.
Hey, this is Robbie Rivera.
Real EDM interviews.
Hi, this is Marcus Schultz.
Podcasts like you've never heard before.
Hi, Louis or Dylan?
Louis and Dylan. Hi, Jess.
Louis and Dylan.
The music, the culture, the lifestyle.
Dylan and Louis taking you behind the scenes.
Hi, this is Crystal Waters.
Has that Lotta D made you a lot of dough?
RealEDM.com. Call the show. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
I got this comment in real time. It says here, where is it? It's from Chelsea. It says, so who watches the talk that also would be listening to your demographic? Julie Chen is one of the most known TV anchors, and Les Moonves is one of the biggest CEOs of all time of CBS, one of the biggest networks, who is groping women, and she was married to him and is now leaving. I'm not talking about the talk because I want to break down the legacy of it. I'm talking about it because it's funny. It's funny how Chen was so critical of everybody else's relationships, but now she's leaving like a loser, like a rat in an alley in New York City that's trying to hide from traffic. It doesn't matter if the demographic of the talk, soccer moms at home or nurses at work or people at the gym, if they don't listen to my show or not, I don't have to talk about a topic that's always like sex or sports. I mean, not every talk show always talks about what they're into. I mean, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. People are like, oh, if you don't like what you're talking about, Hoppy, why do you talk about it? Like I talked about the Tampa traffic last night, and I got this comment from this girl named Ashley, and she's like, well, what's the point of talking about Tampa traffic if you don't like it? Because this is my fucking podcast, and I can talk about what the fuck I want. Jesus Christ. Now, if you're a program director and this show were to be on TV, then I get it. Or this show were to be on radio. Jesus, imagine if it was on TV. Now, if you're a program director, yeah, you can tell me what to do, but these listeners critiquing me, oh, you're too hyper. Or go listen to Joe Rogan then. I don't know. Saying, Jesus Christ. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-49-HOPPY. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. Ah, man. Got this riveting, great voicemail during the commercial break. I want to play it for you guys. Pretty funny. It's from 941-8227. Okay. Here it is.
Goddamn you, Hoppy. I was going to call you program, and I was going to tell you I don't like all that sex talk. But you don't answer your goddamn phone. That makes some great radio. At any rate, I'm down the street at the bar if you want a cold one. I'll try again, or I'll just write a letter.
I wonder what that person... I wonder what that person looks like that leaves that voicemail. I imagine, like, they go to their job every day. They're like a landscaper, and they live in, like, a modest house in Pinellas Park, and they really like listening to NASCAR on the radio. Like, that's the person I think of when I hear that voice. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-49-HOPPY. Just reading the comments in real time. Michael John Roach from the nationally syndicated night show or dance show with MJR is watching. Also, Chelsea chimes in. For the love of God, I'm trying to help you, dude. This show has 130,000 listens, 120,000 downloads. It's on every podcast form possible. TuneIn, Spreaker, YouTube, Mixcloud, SoundCloud. It's also on Spotify. I also have my own app. I also have 2 awards and I work in radio. I don't need the advice of an average listener. I like critiques, but when like listeners were like, dude, you should totally do this bit. I'm like, okay, fine. You do your own show then. I saw this headline here too. So we wonder why DUIs keep happening. We're like, man, there's a lot of drunk drivers on the road. Why could it possibly keep happening? Maybe because you look at celebrities that get DUIs. And like Tiger Woods here from TMZ.com, his probation for his DUI ended early. He's free to drink again. Like we all knew when Tiger Woods got that DUI a year and a half ago that he wasn't going to go to prison because he's Tiger Woods. But at least keep the probation through the whole time. It's basically a disgrace to an idiot who gets a DUI on an accident and overthinks the idea to drive home and loses everything in his life. The fact that because Tiger Woods is good at golf and he has a lot of money and he has a lot of clout, that basically he was able to get away with a DUI and do whatever he wants. The same with Bieber, the same with Vince Vaughn, the same with Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan back in the day, or Shia LaBeouf when he got into that crash in traffic. If these celebrities actually were to spend a little bit of time, you know, maybe even under house arrest, maybe it would end, because then the average person who's driving drunk would be like, even Tiger Woods gets in trouble. Maybe I shouldn't do it. But the fact that we're not even prosecuting DUIs is proof that DUIs are going to keep happening until we quit doing it. I swear to God. Keeps happening, and nothing's going to ever change. I think if you get a DUI, there should be an immediate, at least 30 days in jail. Because if you begin really hunting down on DUIs, all of a sudden people are going to be like, man, I don't want to go to jail for 30 days during my short life, you know? Man, I don't want to, you know, lose some days of my life. But because we don't do that, because we don't prosecute it, DUIs keep happening. All right, this is from TMZ.com. Tiger Woods can throw a cocktail or two because he's off probation for his DUI, TMZ learned. Tiger Woods' probation was terminated by a judge a month earlier than expected because he successfully completed all regular and special conditions, according to a new legal document. As TMZ reported, Woods copped a plea in his DUI case at his Florida hearing on October 27, 2017. And as a part of his deal, got to avoid jail time when he entered a DUI program, which those programs are an absolute joke. Because you hear about people that get their first DUI, and then they go to the program, and then they end up getting a second DUI, and they go to the program, then they get their third DUI, and then they kill somebody. These programs, basically, I haven't been to one because I'll never get a DUI, because whenever I go out drinking, even if it's 3 beers and I'm going out on a Friday night, I pay for the Uber. But these DUI classes, I can imagine it's like almost like therapy. And you're in this room, and they're like, yeah, what were you thinking when you drank too much at the bar and put your keys in the ignition? And then, come on. And you do 50 hours of that. I can't imagine how any of these classes help out people because they get a second and third DUI. So obviously it's not teaching enough if it keeps happening. The golf legend was taken in for a DUI On May 29th, 2017, in Jupiter, Florida, after cops found him asleep at the wheel, he had a cocktail of drugs, pills, exactly. That was the other annoying thing, too, was when he got that DUI, all Tiger Woods fans and sport fans were like, oh, my God, Tiger Woods, he's got issues. Please, Tiger Woods, do better. We want you to do better. Tiger Woods, we want you to improve. Tiger Woods, we care about you. Blah, blah, blah. But if an average Joe were to take a cocktail of prescription drugs and crash or get at least a DUI, we would call him a loser and a druggie and a guy who shouldn't be doing drugs. It's just funny how when a rich, famous, talented celebrity gets a DUI, we find ways to feel bad for them or to make excuses for it. But when it's an average Joe, it's like, you're a loser. You should be blackballed from life. I think any person, rich, famous, any gender, any orientation, any religion, if you get a DUI, you should get the exact same prosecution as anybody else. Until we do this, DUIs are going to keep happening, innocent lives are going to keep leaving, and cars will be totaled, and trees will have dents on them. I got a voicemail. I'm going to play it for you. Pretty funny.
I both love and hate you. I was just calling to kind of talk. If you don't want to, that's fine, I guess. All right, cool. Look at me go. I called somebody. Maybe I need to talk to you more than you need to talk to me, but that's okay. Hope you have a good night, sir. Take care of yourself.
What a weird voicemail. He sounds so dejected that I didn't answer his call. I mean, I'll call him in a second, but actually, why not? Because we're a wacky morning zoo from 1992, syndicated in 9 different cities. We'll call and see what's happening. 727-240-9. I won't say the full number. Okay. Ring-a-ding-ding, banana phone, ring-a-ding-ding, hotline bling, on the hotline by Pretty Ricky. All those songs about phones. Just trying to talk up until I get this call on Happy Hour. At Ryan Happy Radio on Twitter, at the Happy Radio app. Message me there. Email me, ryanhappyradio@gmail.com. Giving this guy a call. He's not picking up yet, Ring-a-ding-ding. Makes sense. Of course, they leave these voicemails and they say 70 downloads, or they say that they don't love me and they don't hate me. But when I give them a call back, all of a sudden, they don't pick up. At least this Chelsea girl that's commenting, at least she's typing it. She wouldn't say it to my face because nobody that ever types anything ever says it to my face. I've worked in radio for 4 years. I would say only 3 times has somebody ever been negative to my face, and it was all in Cleveland when they were drunk at the bar. But she just commented, voice coaches is a thing you should look into. I have a speech impediment. At times I say words kind of funny. It's called having a Midwest twang. And, I would want to work on it, but I'm getting ready for a punch out. I do the show a lot. I go to the beach. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in radio because I don't have the voice of Ryan Seacrest or Howard or Adam Carolla. But frankly, I'm proud of my voice. That gave me 2 awards and a lot of downloads and listens. I also see this in the news. Now, Matt Barnes, when he played in the NBA, he was not the most accurate guy. He was not the smartest player of all time. He did a lot of dumb decisions. He did a lot of things, that were just not the smartest things. And you would go, man, is this guy high or what? Man, what is wrong with this guy where he's doing all these dumb choices and he's getting technical fouls and he's getting into trouble? But it says here from TMZ that he would smoke weed before games since high school. It all of a sudden makes all the sense in the world. It makes all the sense in the world. Just looking at Happy TV comments. That all the dumb decisions and all the things that he did were because he was high. Not surprised at all. If you've seen ex-NBA tough guy Matt Barnes play basketball, chances are you've seen him high as a kite because he smoked weed before every game. He went on the Red Pill podcast and talked about the taboo of marijuana usage in pro sports and how he hopes to work with the NBA to change policies banning weed. Man, we'd shoot around at like 11 a.m. I'd be done by noon, go to the house at 12:30, roll a joint, smoke it, take a nap, wake up, eat, shower, and go to the game. I wonder if J.R. Smith had a doobie during game 1 of the NBA Finals. I mean, now it makes me wonder. Now it makes me think that a lot of players might be high, because if Matt Barnes is doing it, and if he had the audacity to smoke before games, all of a sudden it's an open playing field to who could be smoking before games. I mean, maybe that's why Kobe was so accurate at the free throw line, was because a little doobie made him focused and made him appreciate everything. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-49-HOPPY. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to talk about the sponsors. Like Eric Marshall out of Bradenton. He's a kickboxer, coach, Muay Thai and MMA. 6103 28th Street East, and that's in Bradenton. Call him at 941-812-2560. That's 941-812-2560. It's not even about the fact that maybe you want to get into a boxing match. If you're honestly sick and tired of being in bad shape, and you go to the gym and you feel lost, and you're like, I lost a pound, but then I went home and I ate McDonald's. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, Eric Marshall, the way he has his classes, it's like a team effort. Everybody looks out for everybody. He will help you out immediately. Today's workout, getting ready for the Mike Health to Punch Out, was the hardest I've ever worked out. I literally was going to every single energy percentage in my body. It was insane. It was the best workout I've ever had. Cannot recommend them anymore. We will be right back on Happy Hour after this. Hang on.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
I'm Lewis 2 Live. I'm Dylan.
This is Real
The
EDM.
Chicago EDM Podcast.
What's up? This is the Chainsmokers.
Ramen Van Buren. Hey, this is Robbie Rivera.
Real EDM interviews.
Hi, this is Marcus Schultz.
Podcast like you've never heard before.
Hi, Lewis or Dylan?
Lewis and Dylan. Hi, Jess.
Lewis and Dylan.
The music, the culture, the lifestyle.
Dylan and Lewis taking you behind the scenes.
Hi, this is Crystal Waters.
Has that Lotta D made you a lot of dough?
RealEDM.com.
Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, to you. Oh, yeah, babe. My whole life has changed since you came in. Since you came in, I knew back then you were that special one. You were that one. I'm so in love, so deep in love. You make my life complete. You complete me. You are so sweet, are so sweet. No one competes. No one competes. Glad you came in my life. You blind me with your love. With you, I have no sight. What's up? This is Ryan Hoppy, host of the two-time award-winning Hoppy Hour podcast, and I am proud to announce about my new sponsor here in the Tampa Bay area, Speedy Link, the best Metro PCS dealer in all of the Bay Area. They have 22 locations covering this great Bay Area from Dade City all the way to Sarasota. Maybe you're sick and tired of your current cell phone dealer and you're just thinking, man, I really want to switch to Metro PCS. If you go there to their main store at 7813 Palm River Road, and that's in Tampa, and you tell them that Ryan Hoppy sent you and that you're a listener of Hoppy Hour, they will hook you up with a great deal. What are you waiting for? Give them a call now at 813-626-0297. That's 813-626-0297, and visit them at 7813 Palm River Road in Tampa. Tell them I sent you.
Call the show 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773.
Welcome back to Hoppy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy, hanging out with you guys. 856-49-HOPPY. 856-49-HOPPY. So, maybe you guys are looking to broaden your horizon. Every single day, you have the same meal, the same TV dinner, the same fast food, and you're like, man, where can I go to eat? I have some breaking news to announce on Hoppy Hour. Let's play the CNN music. Now, we have breaking news that has come into the Hoppy Hour Megaplex. Guess what was voted as the best place in America to get Mexican food? Guess, where do you think the best place to get Mexican food is at? According to this poll, out of every place, Taco Bell. I'm utterly speechless. Taco Bell is the worst fast food I have ever had. I truly believe that I might be the one person that doesn't like Taco Bell. I swear to God. I think I'm the one person that thinks it's awful. I mean, the tacos are okay, but any of the chalupas and that, it makes me sick. And the only time that it's good is when you're drunk, which says something about the food. The fact that the only time that it tastes top notch is when you're drunk says that it's not very good. And the other thing about it too is like, yeah, they had good nacho fries and a good taco when it came to getting the tacos that were the Dorito tacos. But I don't like feeling like trash after I eat. Like now I buy salads from, let's say, Winn-Dixie or Publix, and I feel good about myself afterwards. I never once had Taco Bell. You know, you go through the drive-thru. First of all, it doesn't smell good. But second of all, I never once had Taco Bell and you're eating it in the car and you get a little bit on you and you never feel good about yourself. Yeah, it might taste okay, but you never feel good about yourself during the moment. Afterwards, you feel kind of queasy and then you go to the bathroom. Maybe it's just me, but I like feeling good after eating. I don't know if it's because I'm getting ready for a boxing match that I'm trying to eat better, but I never once had Taco Bell and enjoyed it. Like, I enjoy a really good chicken wings. Like at Elmer's in Tampa, I went to the Ian Beckles gig. He DJ'd last Saturday, and those wings were marvelous. It was like sex. It was just as good as sex. Especially depends on who you're having sex with. It could be better than sex. I mean, the wings at Elmer's were so good. And I had pride with every single bite I had. I loved every second of it. I've never had that with Taco Bell where I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. Oh my God, this tastes amazing. Or you have like pizza. Like it doesn't even matter if you like deep dish or New York type of pizza, whatever it is. And you're just savoring every bite and you're like, oh God, I don't want this to end. When I eat Taco Bell, I want it to end because I'm already mad that I bought it. And I'm like, can it just end already? I've never had pride when I've gone to Taco Bell. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. We're about to wrap up happy hour, but got a few plugs I want to talk about. Go to Eric Marshall, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA in Bradenton, 6103 28th Street East. If you go there and tell them I sent you, they'll hook you up with a great deal. 941-812-2560. That's 941-812-2560. Also, this is being brought to you by Metro PCS Speedy Link with over 22 locations in the Bay Area from Dade City all the way to Sarasota. If you go there and tell them that I sent you, they will hook you up. At Ryan Hoppy Radio on all social media, but Snapchat Hoppy Radio. Get the Hoppy Radio app and listen live unless you're listening now. I appreciate it. Go on Spotify, search up Hoppy Radio. We have some cool guests and some cool things going on with Hoppy Hour. So I appreciate you guys listening and definitely hang on in the next couple of days and couple of weeks with the things I have in the works for the show. This has been Hoppy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppy, signing off. I appreciate you guys listening, and I hope everybody who is listening to this has a great rest of their night. Bye.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.